Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be discussing Mint Mobile, doing an objective and unbiased review of this service. Now, this is an interesting service. It is pretty popular for one. It also has kind of interesting marketing. That's what initially kind of drew me to this service. This is probably the one I've heard of the most, but after looking into it, I don't know if it really can compete with my top options on the no contract phone tier list, which you can find in the description down below. Also guys, if you do want to help support the channel, click on the links in the description down below for Tello and US Mobile. Those are my top two options right now in terms of the data I've collected, which are the best no contract phone providers. Not only that guys, if you really want to help support the channel, you can check out the channel sponsor, Surfshark One Plus. Surfshark One Plus is a VPN package that includes VPN, antivirus, and a service called Incogni. Now, why do I like Incogni? Well, I think it's a really cool service because it can help you prevent robocalls. It will scan the internet and delete your information from websites like white pages, which data brokers sell and kind of give information back and forth. And that's actually what leads to you being called by all these spammers. So this is a beautiful pairing with a no contract phone plan, since you can get a new number and make sure that number stays clean. So guys, I would recommend the One Plus package if you want VPN and those kind of things. If not, you could just go to Incogni directly and purchase this product as well. I'll be putting links for this in the description down below as well. So guys, is Mint Mobile worth using? Well, if we take a look at the data that I've collected and discuss it, I don't really think it's worth using for a lot of people. Now, the interesting thing about Mint Mobile is the fact that it has this really generous kind of first time plan for 3 months for around $15 a month or $45 bulk package. Now, not a lot of no contract phone providers do this. Usually they're more of a monthly deal, around $25 a month. Mint's trying to get you to pay more upfront for around $45, which is kind of an interesting way to think of it. Now, Mint Mobile doesn't really give you true unlimited necessarily. It is unlimited data, but it's not unlimited data for speeds that you get. It's around 40 gigabyte cap for data, which actually isn't too bad. That's not really where I have the problem with this service, actually. If we look at the plans here, you could get 5 gigabytes a month for around $15, which is pretty cool. They all require upfront payments though, so there is a little bit less flexibility. You can't just get it for a month really at a time. That's really the big con with Mint Mobile. You do get unlimited talk and text, but we do not see kind of like that build a plan like I like. You know, you have something like Tello, for example. That's what I call a real build a plan. Something like Tello, this is what I call build a plan. See, you could pick a wide variety of options, super flexible. So, and they're all paid monthly. So that is called a build a plan. Now this is a more flexible plan than a lot of them, but it doesn't give you the same modularity as something like Tello. Now, what else can we talk about with Mint? Well, it always is kind of changing kind of pricing plans. Right now it's like a new customer offer. The standard more is around $30 a month though for unlimited. So this right now, as I'm doing my review, has this really good deal going on right now, or decent deal for the first 3 months, I think. Yeah. So if we just kind of looked at this page without it, it probably would be more standard around $30 a month. We're really looking for around $25 or under, so Mint doesn't really quite crack my affordability plan in terms of that pricing plan, unless you get one of these deals for the first 3 months, I guess. Now we can talk about some other things with Mint I don't necessarily love. One thing is it doesn't have PIN protection, which is kind of odd. Now it does have 2FA, and I always do kind of find it odd when these no contract phone providers kind of mix and match these two options. Really, the only one that I've found with both is US Mobile, which is ironically another top tier option on the tier list, as you can see here. This one provides 2FA and PIN protection. Now, why is this a big deal? Well, primarily when it comes to stuff like privacy. You really want a service like this to provide PIN protection and ideally 2FA if possible. PIN protection as a must and 2FA as like another extra bonus, I would say. So why is this a big deal? Well, if your service does have a data breach, people could get into your account. Such as this. Customer emails, phone numbers, and some numbers were impacted in a mobile data breach just a couple months ago on December 24th, as PC Mag is reporting. The carrier did not post about the breach of any of its social channels, instead notified customers via email. Apparently, it included names, phone number, email addresses, SIM, and IMEI numbers of customers were leaked. Yikes. So that is kind of that, but definitely not a good look. And that's one of the categories we talk about here on the channel, especially since we're more privacy oriented than a lot of other reviewers, since our main kind of subject was VPNs. So they do have a data breach under their belt, which isn't the best look for them in my opinion. Now they do have decent coverage. It's T-Mobile and it should give you all the benefits of that with decent speeds and so on. I don't really talk about that too much in these individual reviews since they all pretty much use either Verizon, T-Mobile, or AT&T, and these all have pretty much comparable speeds. It just really kind of depends on the exact location you're in, and you might have to test one or two of them to do that. So guys, at the end of this review, is Mint Mobile really worth using as a no contract phone provider? Well, according to my data, it doesn't really rank too well. As you could see here, it gets around the lowest score as of right now. Now, it's not a terrible no contract phone provider by any means. It's just a little bit more expensive after this first term deal. It's had data breaches. Additionally, it doesn't have PIN protection. The plan doesn't have as much flexibility as something like Tello, and that's about it. So as a combination of things, it just ranks a little bit lower than a lot of the other options. It doesn't really fit a niche like some other no contract phone providers out there. If you want more flexibility and a little bit cheaper after the first term, you could go for something like Tello. If you want something with the ultimate kind of combination of 2FA, PIN protection, and no data breaches and things like that, US Mobile is a good choice. Additionally, there are so many other different choices too. So make sure to check out the no contract phone tier list in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next review very soon.